Mr. Jacoby.
Mrs. Murdoch, I am here to see Nina.
Well, I'll have to see if she's at home.
But just don't put me off, please. This is very important.
I'm not putting you off, Mr. Jacoby.
Is she in or is she not?
I believe she's in the library. Nina, honey, Mr. Jacoby is here to see you. He says it's very important.
Thank you, Myra.
Excuse me.
Sure you want this?
And what is this?
Read it.
It's your resignation.
Well, I'm sure you were expecting it, weren't you?
And you're only giving us 2 weeks' notice.
That's right. Contractually, that's all that's required.
Steve, we can't possibly train somebody to replace you in 2 weeks.
Well, you should have thought of that, shouldn't you? Should have changed your contract, shouldn't you?
Really getting your licks in, aren't you?
No, I'm just merely exercising my rights, that's all.
And it doesn't make any difference to you that we have to put a new computer line on the market next month.
Nina, I'm not trying to sabotage you. I'm only looking out for myself.
That's what you do best, isn't it?
You know, you have been a royal pain in the neck. And I don't intend to stand around and put up with it any longer than I have to.
At least I have been professional, which is a lot more than I can say for you.
I'm sure that personally and professionally you'll do just fine without me.
In the long run, I think I will.
I'm sure you'll do just fine in the short run, too, won't you?
Meaning what?
Meaning what? I saw your little friend Sam the electrician as I was driving up the driveway a while ago.
If you're hinting at something, Steve, don't bother.
It didn't take him long to get here, did it?
Steve, Sam was generous enough to offer to bring some heavy boxes over here, and that was it, period.
Well, I'm sure that you'll find other uses for Sam the electrician, won't you?
Cheap shot.
But right on target, maybe?
I accept your resignation with pleasure. And let's forget about the 2 weeks' notice, shall we? Why don't we make it immediate?
Good, that suits me just fine.
I'm sure it'll suit a lot of people just fine.
So long, Nina. I wish you all the luck you deserve.
A young man like you learn how to handle a situation like that?
Life, living in the street, growing up.
And where was that?
Over in Center City.
Well, it certainly paid off.
Yeah, well, I'm glad some about it did.
You know, Jesse, I know I speak for everyone on this boat when I say that we are proud of the way you jumped in to save another person's life. You thought of others before yourself. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, well, I still don't think it deserves all this attention, you know.
Oh, you let others be the judge of that. Thank you again, Mr. Jesse Hubbard. Cut. That's it.
You're a star. You're great.
I'm glad that's over.
Why? You were a natural.
Man, I'm scared stiff.
Well, that made you even more sympathetic to the audience, right?
Oh, I agree with Bill. You were great.
Yeah, well, if I would have known I had to go through all this, I wouldn't have grabbed that man, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on,
Listen, Jesse, believe me, you're a nice change of pace. I mean, most of the people I interview are knocking each other over to get in front of that camera.
When is this going to be on?
I'm going to try to get it on the late news tonight.
Oh, that's wonderful. We're going to have to watch it.
You can watch it.
Oh.
Well, now, don't be surprised if the national news also picks it up.
Yeah, right.
But you want to bet? An attempt on Erica Kane's life? I'll bet the networks will pick it up.
Oh, Jesse, that's terrific. Think of all your friends who are going to see it. I'm going to watch. I'll bet even Angie will see it.
Angie ain't gonna be what? She don't care about this.
Well, sure, she cares about you. She'll be real proud of you.
I know, look, I know what I'm talking about. She could care less about me, all right?
Yes, I see. Yes, thank you, Dr. Takahashi.
What did she say?
Well, she asked about the contractions, and when I told her how close together they were, she said we should come in right away.
Well, I guess this is it.
I think so.
You know what? I really am glad that I had that false labor this afternoon. At least it made me pack my bag.
Yes, well, it's right here, all ready.
Me too.
All right, come on. Let me help you.
Thanks, Aunt Flora.
I'll get the bag.
Oh, Flora, I can hardly believe it. The baby is almost here.
Step back. Closer to the edge.
Lars, don't do this.
Step back, you too, Mama. Why, if you're going to shoot him? All right. What would you prefer? Ladies first, or shall we proceed by age?
Oh, my. Oh! Somebody help
All My Children will continue in a moment.
Trick or treat! Trick or treat!
Oh, Mr. Sloan, don't be afraid.
Oh, but I am afraid. Quick, let's go before they get us.
No. No, I think if we're very nice to them, they won't hurt us. If I offer you some fruit.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, please don't be mean to Mr. Sloan. He's so shy. No, they won't. I really think they're very nice. Oh, that's a wonderful costume.
Now, don't come too close.
Yes. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Here, somebody else. Oh, my. You really do love being with children, don't you?
Yes, I'm very fond of them.
But you never had any of your own.
Oh, dear Myra, the fact that I never had any children myself might be the very reason that I can be so fond of them.
I don't believe it would change you, not for a minute. Well, let's finish our cider while it's still warm.
And before we get any more interruptions.
Hello.
Miss Nina, do come in.
Sit down.
We're waiting for more trick-and-treaters.
Oh, that's right. It's Halloween tonight.
It is indeed, and all of the children are just having the time of their lives.
I wonder if Cliff's taking Bobby out.
Well, I'm sure that Cliff has made some arrangements to go with Bobby.
Would you care for some hot cider, Miss Nina?
Actually, I'd like a cup of tea.
Oh, I'll go and get you some.
Okay. Thank you. He's a nice man.
And he's having as much fun tonight as anybody.
I'm glad that you found someone.
He's brought so much to my life. I'm so lucky.
And you deserve it. Let's hope I can be that lucky one day.
Don't you doubt that, not for 1 second.
Well, at least we'll have one wedding in the house.
You mean your mother's?
2 out of 3 isn't bad. At least 2 of you have found someone that you love.
Well, I know I have. I just don't know about your mother. There's something about Mr. Bogart, I don't know, something that makes me very uneasy.